I had my first colonoscopy last year at 23.
My hero, you get a dude wipe. So every flag here that you see is going to represent somebody who is diagnosed with colorectal cancer before the year 2030. Welcome to Manda Talks. I am in the capital of DC and I'm very excited. But we have some beautiful cancer survivors, caregivers, and family out here to put flags in front of our capital to just show the government how colon cancer is on the rise in young people. So let's go ahead and take the streets and see what people have to say. Let's go. Mia's helping us put flags up in front of the Capitol to put awareness for colorectal cancer. Mia, how old are you?
12.
And what makes you want to put flags out for colon cancer?
My mom.
Yeah?
She was diagnosed with colon cancer when I was 9, so
So how many years have you come, Mia?
3.
3 years. She is committed. And she's actually on the, what is it, the Young
Junior Advocates.
Junior Advocates. So you will see her around. Give her a big high five. Tell me where your colon is. Quick. Right, get there. Good job. High five. Nailed it. Boom. Let's go. Welcome. I have some beautiful survivors here. They are fantastic, and I can't wait for you to meet them.
Amy Hart,
JJ Singleton.
And how old were you guys when you were diagnosed?
34 years old, stage 3 colorectal cancer.
27 years old, stage 4.
When I say they're walking miracles, okay, these are walking miracles. What makes you excited about coming to Congress every year?
This is my first call on Congress, so I'm really excited to be here. And it's my first time in DC my whole life, so it's a bucket list thing for me. I'm really thankful to be here. I mean, beyond just being in DC, just thankful to be alive. My big message is listen to your body, advocate for yourself. If I wasn't a big bad bitch in the GI doctor's office, I wouldn't be here right now. So advocate.
Be a bitch. That's what she said. JJ, what did you say?
Well, this is my 4th year, and I guess just on top of coming to see all of my friends and everybody, as crazy as the political climate is, we got to find a way to make them listen to us and find what we can do in the weirdness that is Washington, D.C., to get them to listen and help the future.
And thank you for bringing that up, JJ, because we are in a massive political climate, and we are all coming together no matter what political denomination we are to bring colorectal cancer forward, because that is what is important, right, guys?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't care what side of the aisle you are on. It doesn't care how old you are, if you're a man or a woman. Anywhere in between, it will get you if you are not screened and listening to your body.
Little team right here. They are here to advocate. What are you guys excited about going to Congress?
I'm excited just to advocate for ideally more funding for research for colorectal cancer. I'm stage 4 and I was diagnosed 44.
What the current year of screening is for a colonoscopy?
45.
I've actually never had a colonoscopy.
Wait, what?
I was diagnosed before I was,
So they found it when it was already spread.
Yes, they did.
A survivor or a friend to have a good time.
Support her.
So what are you excited about for Congress?
Supporting, also just fighting, advocating for this. So yeah.
And how old are you?
I am 50.
And have you had a colonoscopy? Oh, well then keep up the good work. Here's your dude vibe.
Thank you.
So you, my love, how old are you?
I am 66.
And did you have a colonoscopy?
Yes, ma'am. I had one in about a month ago.
Oh, that's right, my mama. Here's your dude wife. We love a sexy little colonoscopy.
Well, Alana and I are genetic counselors, so we work with people who have hereditary predispositions to colorectal cancer. And we're part of an organization called CGIGC that focuses on hereditary GI cancers. And we partner with Fight CRC in a number of different ways, including being here today.
Are they also a healthcare worker as well?
He's a gastroenterologist.
Shut up. Shut up. We have a GI coming to talk on the Hill. Have you had a colonoscopy?
I have.
Oh, yes, mama. Tell me all about it.
It was actually much easier than I expected.
It's pretty lit, right? I'm not gonna lie. Like you wake up from the best nap.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, it's done. All right.
Right? Like all these housewives are doing juice cleanses. Let's just get a colonoscopy.
Yeah, I was stage 3 and I was 43.
You ever had a colonoscopy?
Yes.
Oh, we love it. Here's your dude wipe. Take it. Thank you. Boom! Scope that booty. What? Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
Are you
That was one.
beautiful?
I'm a survivor. I was diagnosed at 51.
51. I was 27. We are like cancer sisters.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we are. So you are how old now?
So I am now 54.
Still cancer free?
I am. I've been Ned for 2.5 years.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear, my man. I have a personal question. Did they find your colorectal cancer with a routine colonoscopy?
They sure did.
No way.
My very first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm very happy you're here, my man.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, let me give you one of these. Dude wipe.
All right.
Keep up the good work. Have you ever had a colonoscopy?
I have, yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Will do.
I'm
Thank
happy
you.
you're here.
I'm happy you're here.
I'll see you on the hill, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck
you will.
yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's change
Looking
something.
forward to it.
You ever had a colonoscopy?
Yes, I have.
Yes, how old were you when you had it?
I think I had my first one at 40.
That's right, mama. Yeah, you did. I'm going to give you a dude wipe for that colonoscopy.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. You keep up the good work, okay?
All right.
And we love caregivers out here. So thank you. I love you for being out here.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. What is your name again? Trisha. Everybody, we love Trisha. We love you. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you.
Survivor.
Beautiful. And how old were you when you were diagnosed?
41.
And how old is the age of a colonoscopy?
45.
The end. Mic drop. Thank you. Here you go.
Thank you.
You keep that booty beautiful. And hey, I am here with the Colon Cancer Coalition, which is a beautiful organization that has joined us today at Fight CRC. So go ahead and tell us what you're most excited about going to Congress.
Being with everybody together, right? This is so much fun and it means so much. So it's really great to bring all the groups together, all the survivors together. It's awesome.
Have you ever had a colonoscopy?
I have. Yes, I have.
I'm 24. I had my first colonoscopy last year at 23.
My hero, you get a dude wipe.
I wrote a blog about it, my experience, how the prep went, everything that was involved in that,
Yeah.
why I went.
Oh my gosh, is it online?
Yes, it is. It's on our Colon Cancer Coalition blog.
Cool. I'm gonna tag the link here that where you guys can watch that. Colonoscopy prep is always like hell on wheels, but we like to make it a little fun, especially since colonoscopies will save your booty. So, hello, what is your name?
I'm Erin.
And what are you excited about going to Congress?
I am excited. I've been here many years, and every year the energy is incredible and the people together. And this is my first year helping with the flag, so I'm super excited to be here for a part of this today.
Yeah. I can't tell you enough. So I'm a survivor. I was 27 when I was diagnosed, and having you guys have my back is pretty incredible. I know that none of you guys are survivors, so you choose to be here out of your own kindness of your heart. And I want to say thank you on behalf of all survivors. Sorry.
Oh, we thank you. You have brought like awareness through your thing. I mean, for young people, for body shaming, for body positivity. I love following you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it means a lot.
Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna do on the Hill. You're joining us on the Hill, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. And if you had one advice, what would you say to them?
If you're struggling with having a colonoscopy, know that there are other options available to you and talk to your doctor about something that might be more appropriate for you.
Beautiful. Love that. Like we have Color Guard. We have other things now.
Yeah. I would say get over it. Get that colonoscopy at least one time. Get it for me for one time to look for polyps so that you know that get those out.
That's right.
Yeah.
She straight up said, look at the camera and say, get over it.
Get over it.
Your anxiety is going to make it 10 times worse than it actually is. I thought it was fine. I convinced my partner to do it. He just did his last week.
Oh, this is for
and
your
he
partner.
he said, oh, that was no big deal. I thought it was going to be way worse. So
Oh my goodness.
do it and you won't regret it.
And was your colonoscopy like...
It was all clear. Just IBS.
Just IBS. If you have IBS, please go talk to your GI about a potential colonoscopy if you are wondering where that IBS is coming from.
Yep.
Okay? Thank you, ladies. Give yourself a round of applause.
Yay!
Thank you. And I'm going to get out of your hair. I know you guys are on flag duty.
Our team has covered for us.
I know, they're doing great. Okay, this is my beautiful, beautiful friends right here, and I'm so excited to see them. I get to see them every year. It's nice to see your beautiful face.
I'm Kim Jate. I was 47 when I was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer.
And how old are you now?
I am now 53. I have to do the math.
Now, I have a quick question for you. Now, you are a caregiver, correct?
Yes.
Now, what is the age of a colonoscopy?
45.
45. And have you had yours?
I've had 3. I started at 39 with one.
Beautiful. We love a 39-year-old colonoscopy. You get a dude wipe for that colonoscopy. Now, as a caregiver, what are you most excited about going on the Hill and talking to Congress?
Just to raise awareness again, because this is obviously critical. It's a sad thing that they don't get enough funding for a top 3 killer, right? I mean, it's not fair that we get a lack of funding, so we got to raise awareness as much as we can.
That is right, and thank you for doing that. I know I can probably speak for you, as we're grateful that you came and thankful for you. So how old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17. Yes. Now, did you know that there is like a Fight CRC Junior Advocate Committee?
I did. I'm excited about it.
Are you going to be joining?
Potentially.
It's pretty lit. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
They're pretty, like, they have way more fun than the adults.
I did, in fact, sneak into the Junior Advocates that night because it did look lit.
I'm a little jealous. So I'm excited to ask you, what are you thrilled about talking to Congress? Because I know you're young and it's probably scary.
I definitely think it's just, especially because there are so many more young people getting diagnosed, I think it's definitely important that, especially as children of people who have, fought the good fight, that we definitely just get more funding for it, especially because it's such a big problem and such a, there's not just one kind of cancer.
100%. And so what age do you start getting your colonoscopy, which is very different than every other person because your mom had colon cancer? So yes. If you don't know the answer, we can do the math together.
I'm going to say 18, right? Do I do 18?
Well, theoretically 37 because it should be 10 years before.
Oh, okay.
However, I have Lynch syndrome. We'll get tested for Lynch.
Beautiful.
And then we'll go from there.
So what is Lynch syndrome?
Lynch syndrome is a genetic mutation where basically your body doesn't know how to fight off cancers. And so I didn't know until after my diagnosis that I had Lynch syndrome. I got it from my dad, who's had 4 cancers. And actually when he had colon cancer, his pathology report showed that he had the mutation, but that was not shared with us.
Oh, no.
At the time, we were told to get our colonoscopies by 50, and within about a year and a half is when I was diagnosed from when he had his colon surgery. So that's why mine was already at stage 4. Mets to liver, all kinds of things happening. And so the key with Lynch is awareness and understanding and getting tested and making sure that people in your family who might be in that same genetic link are also tested. So
100%.
Yes.
And I'm so glad you're bringing awareness to Lynch syndrome because it is nasty. Awareness is the biggest key to catching it with Lynch syndrome. And I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
I'm glad you're here. And you're still advocating.
That's right.
You're just
That's
like
right.
a big baddie over here.
That's right. And I am recently no longer in treatment or anything.
Really?
Yeah. So I did immunotherapy. Yes, thank you.
How was your immunotherapy?
It was great.
Okay, I know, I love it here. Okay, so welcome to Call on Congress.
Thank you.
What is your name?
My name is Lonnie.
And are you a survivor or caregiver?
I am a survivor, newly survivor.
Oh my God, pop off queen. How old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 40. 40. Last year, November 2023.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 41 now.
Now dead straight in the camera, like deadpan. And tell me what the age of a colonoscopy is.
45.
That's right. So congrats.
I don't like that.
No, we don't. Congrats on them finding it.
Thank you.
How hard was it to get diagnosed at 40?
I actually was misdiagnosed.
Shut up. No way.
So I had symptoms. I was doing some modeling and influencing and stuff like that, and I was traveling for Las Vegas Swim Week, and I was bloated, not feeling well, not feeling my best.
Trying to put on a bathing suit.
And I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Because you have to train really hard for that. And I trained and did what I could and kept going to the doctor, and I was like, something's wrong. I feel different. Like, I can't put my finger on it. And they're like, oh, it's just hemorrhoids. You'll be fine. And I'm like, okay. And I actually, fun story, not really fun, but as we
Tell
do,
me,
we
I'd
have
love to
them.
hear it.
My daughter has a friend, and her mom is a GI specialist here at Georgetown. Fabulous, by the way. Georgetown MedStar all the way.
Love her.
And she said, you don't look good. And I was like, we love to hear that, thanks. And she was like, what's going on? I told her, and she was like, you need to get a referral, like a second referral, and come see me. And that was over a weekend. She squeezed me in. That was on a Monday. On a Thursday, I had my first colonoscopy. And
did they find it then?
That following Tuesday, I had an emergency rectal ultrasound. And then I came out of that, and they said, I'm sorry, it's stage 3 rectal cancer. So
I hate to tell you, but welcome to the club. It's a shit-ass club. Literally the worst fucking club to be a part of.
It really is.
Yeah, but I am happy you're in the club.
Thank you.
I know.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy you're here.
With the circumstances, I'm very happy I'm here because there are people that are not.
I feel the same. So my diagnosis, I was 27, and it's very similar to you, where I had to go to doctor and scream my little brain off. So thank you for sharing your story.
We have to advocate for ourselves, otherwise we're not going to be we're not going to be heard.
We're not going to be alive.
We're not going to. Yeah, and we're like the second leading cause of death now, under 50.
Yes.
So we really need to bring the brand awareness to people because they don't know. They don't have the resources, they don't have the tools, they don't have the information. And there's so many different ways with different communities now and with the generations now that you can get it out there, and people are just not hearing it.
Not at all.
No.
Thank you for saying that. As a young colon cancer survivor. Oh no, you're good. I love her. So cute. Wait, I'm just going for. Yeah, come on out. Good. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera.
Hello, camera.
Yeah, here in the
Tell me
DMV
about
area.
that.
So I am Lioness Lonnie on all handles because I'm strong as a lioness.
Yes.
Because I am a Leo and I am a natural leader, and that's why we're here.
Yes, that's right. That's why you are a survivor, mama. Okay.
So I am Lioness Lonnie on all handles across the board, and then we're also representing the DMV Creator Collective today. So they're at DMV Creator Collective on IG, and it is all creators.
Please.
You can be influencer, you can be an artist, you can be photographer, you can be all of the things above, and we are going to start doing events around the DMV area and doing organizations and charities like this. So that's
shut up. I love that.
Today.
You're my hero. Okay. Goodness, what's your name?
Zola.
I love that. My name's Amanda. Nice to meet you. I heard you know what a colonoscopy is. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you tell her the different parts of the colon? She knows all the parts.
Do you know where your colon is? She's very talented, honestly.
Oh, I'm almost 45.
You're almost 45. Beautiful. She said almost. That means she's almost ready for that colonoscopy. Have you ever had one?
I have, actually.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
Now, can I ask you why she's such a colonoscopy enthusiast?
Because I'm a gastroenterologist.
Shut up. I'm gonna fangirl over this GI right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask you where you practice?
Yeah, I practice at Johns Hopkins.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for all your hard work. I really appreciate it. How many colonoscopies do you scope where you find polyps in one day averagely?
So we would do about 13 to 14 colonoscopies, and I would say maybe 2 or 3 won't have polyps.
2 or 3 won't? She said she does 13 colonoscopies a day. 13, and 2 or 3 won't?
Yeah, the majority do have polyps. But they're all variable, the patients are variable ages. You know, they have all sorts of histories.
This was very concerning.
I mean, so there are, a lot of the people who do come are ones who have a family history of colon cancer or personal history of colon polyps. They're variable ages, so they're coming for their second or third colonoscopies. 45 is the new guidelines, and there is a rise in younger individuals. I mean, I still get surprised when I see, I've had 30-year-olds that have had polyps, advanced adenomas, with no family history.
With no family history. So I was actually 27, diagnosed stage 3A, and they found it with a colonoscopy that I had to fight tooth and nail for, girl. It was terrible. So when I say thank you for being a GI that,
remove the polyp, you reduce the risk of colon cancer. So if it sits in there, that's what can turn into a cancer years down the road.
Yeah, we don't want polyp, okay? Stop pooping all over your polyps. We want the polyps removed.
Exactly.
Just being blunt. Okay, sorry. And thank you for getting the next generation such knowledge. Literally, as a 27-year-old non-genetic cancer survivor, I'm very, very grateful for you.
I'm so glad that you're doing okay now and you got that colonoscopy in time.
I did. When I say that I'm very, very lucky, I'm very lucky to be here.
My name is Erin Verscher. I was diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer when I was 18.
Genetic at all?
No, it was not. I was diagnosed without any pre-existing conditions or family history. It's being diagnosed younger and younger, and that's just very unacceptable. And we need to lower the age, and we need to get out there and advocate for yourself and all the people around you, because this is crazy. There should not be an 18-year-old having stage 4 cancer. That is not acceptable.
Unacceptable. Especially stage 4.
Stage 4, yeah.
Right? Because what do you know the chances of colon cancer being avoided with a colonoscopy?
I'm going to say 100%.
Yeah, it's like 98.
Yeah,
it's really high.
Because it's the only way to screen for it, right? A colonoscopy, you could do Cologuard. You know, they have at-home testing now that makes it a lot easier. But really, it's a nice little nap that could save your life.
And this is what I say, okay? Because people are always like, oh, the prep this. Have you ever juiced? With Orange County moms that fuck juice to lose weight.
Tell me
that is not a colonoscopy.
No,
prep.
it is a colonoscopy prep. It's the same thing. It literally, you just mix it up with some like Gatorade. It's the same thing.
Literally. It's the best. Sometimes I feel like too full of poop and I just do a mild prep.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. You know what? And that's what we deal with now for our lives, because we
didn't get that
colonoscopy when we should have. So
yeah, get that colonoscopy or else you're going to share your pants 3 times a day. 3.
That's 3.
I'm Jenna. I am an advocate, a caregiver, and a medical professional. Colon cancer research, so I draw blood. Calling back people to get their repeat on-time colonoscopy. Also calling those who haven't been in for a while. So we're trying to offload the PCPs and get them to get their patients back in.
That's right. I heard last year we implemented a new system to inform people earlier when they are needing a colonoscopy repeat. How has that been going this year?
It's so far so good. We still got a couple years to go, and hopefully if this works out, then we're going to put it out to other healthcare systems and hopefully get rid of this cancer.
Literally, it is preventable and you could avoid it. So
yeah, definitely.
Have you had a colonoscopy?
I have. I had one at 38. My brother Lance had stage 3 colon cancer. So that is also part of the reason I am here.
Well, I'm glad you are here. So if you had one advice to anybody who is scared to get a colonoscopy, what would you say?
It is the best nap of your life. Best nap.
And I would second that. You're the second person to say that today. It is the best nap.
It really is.
Meredith Huter. I am a stage 3 rectal cancer survivor. I was diagnosed at the age 46, but that was before they lowered it to 45. Was not available to have a screening for colorectal cancer with a colonoscopy, which is amazing, best sleep ever. However, I pushed for it and I finally got one and I found out what was going on.
And like she said, she had stage 3 cancer, and at the time, the age was
50.
The age was 50, which you personally lowered by helping go to Congress every year to
call on Congress to raise awareness, advocate, and most importantly, get funding for this crazy, crazy disease.
I'm Reiner Huter, and I am 13 years old. I have came for the past 3 years.
And what is your favorite part about talking to Congress?
My favorite part to talking to Congress is really just, I'm excited about the more amount of kids coming to this call on Congress.
Yeah, me too. And I have to say, I think you are I think you have something to do with that, because you inspire kids to come every year. So thank you for bringing him. Thank you. Right? And you can follow her handle right now.
I am on Instagram at Mama Has a Stoma. So please follow.
And it's a great follow. Please go ahead and give her a follow. Thank you guys for being here. And you get a dude wipe.
Woo-hoo.
Dude wipe. Thanks, dude wipe.
It's our best friend and her mom. Both of them are still with us today. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love to see that. Go ahead and turn around. Let me see the back of your sweater. Yes, girl. Yeah, she should be. Pop off, Crystal.
The reason she went is because she was having side pain.
No way.
And she went to the emergency room. Yep.
I'm glad she went. And is Crystal tackling cancer right now in Hawaii?
Yes, Crystal's
Get it.
stage 4, and she's been through chemo. Then her numbers were really good. They put her off chemo, and within 2 months, right back on chemo, it had spread. And she's getting ready to do her 13th treatment of the second round.
My goodness. Well, you'll have to tell her to make it out here at some point, because
she's hoping next year.
Good.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people here that she would love to meet. I know one in particular I'm thinking of. Fawn has been going through chemo since she was 17 or 27. Gotta get her out here and meet these people, because that's what makes it really cool is getting.
Crystal is the most positive, polite, like one of the best people you could ever meet. Like, she is amazing, and that's why we drove 4 hours to be here.
And I could tell. I can tell by you guys just putting in the effort to be here for her, and she's not even here. You know that's like beautiful. And as a survivor, I have to say thank you for representing this. Even if you don't have it, you're not affected by it other than your friends having it. It is very helpful for us. So thank you.
She's not just our friend. She's definitely our family. Like, we're all military.
Oh, really? Thank you for serving our country.
My name is Justin. We were caregivers. My father had colon cancer.
We love caregivers out here.
No, my dad passed about 6 years ago, and that's how we found this organization, and it's been an amazing experience. The sense of community is great. Dad's name was Michael.
Michael. What I like to say now is that now that Michael's no longer with us, we yell for him now.
And because early detection is the major key to survival, so it's great.
100%, that is the major key. Now, I'm going to ask you really quick, have you been genetically tested?
We don't carry the gene, but I support genetic testing for everybody, so definitely a must-have. Support funding for colorectal research. I mean, that's what it's all about, so.
And that's right. And now that Mike is no longer here, we got to do it for him. Exactly. Right? We got to do it for him. And I just want to say thank you for doing it for me as well.
Okay, I'm Teresa Maschke, and I'm a caregiver to my husband, Joe, who was diagnosed in 2018 with stage 3 rectal cancer. He was age 47, but at the time the screening age was 50.
Which you took part in changing to.
I helped in New Jersey pass a bill into law to lower the screening age that insurance would pay for from 50 to 45.
Yes, she did.
And also the cost sharing component, where if it was preventive versus diagnostic, like some people, if they got a colonoscopy and a polyp was found, they would find themselves with like a $2,000, $3,000 bill because it was diagnostic. Mm-hmm. People, you need to be screened at 45 preventively. Once you feel signs and symptoms, there are signs and symptoms. So you definitely need, when you turn 45, get screened if you have any of those symptoms.
That's right. And if you have something like IBS, that counts as a symptom.
Yeah, for sure. And if you have blood in your stool, that is not normal.
Not at all.
If it keeps going on, if you have additional symptoms, it's not internal hemorrhoids. And I have to say, my husband's GI recommended the colonoscopy at age 47, thinking it was internal hemorrhoids, and in a million years was not expecting to find the tumor that he found.
No way.
So he is like he is one of the original goats, because my husband didn't have to fight hard to get. And by the time it was found, it was stage 3B in his lymph nodes as well. So we are very grateful to his GI and, of course, treatment team.
I'm grateful that you are here, and I'm grateful that you and your husband are telling your story to Congress, and I'm assuming you're going to be on the Hill, right?
You know it, Team New Jersey! Colorectal cancer is the only cancer in the top 5 that does not have its own funding program within the DoD. Breast cancer does, prostate cancer does.
Lung cancer.
Lung cancer, there's one more I can't remember. But all this to say, like, everybody has a colon, everybody has a rectum. It's $20 million. In New Jersey, we've replenished beaches with $50 million. We can do this $20 million to save lives, and it's important.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
My name's Amy Jensen, and I'm from Michigan. I was diagnosed stage 3 rectal cancer at the age of 41. And after doing all of about a year's worth of treatments, a year and a half later, I had a recurrence to the pelvic sidewall. Kind of messed up my ureter and my kidneys, for those of you that don't know that area, and I have metastases to both my lungs. So right now I'm doing chemo every 2 weeks. Not a surgery candidate, but I'm here fighting for more, just like everybody else.
How long ago was that a recurrence?
That recurrence happened in 23, so January 23. So I've been, I did some proton therapy, and now it's chemo every 2 weeks.
And I people don't really know this about colon cancer, how you could just be on chemo for years, like forever. Like, you know, Fawn's been on chemo for how long, right? And unreal, right? And we just do it. So how are you doing on long-term chemo?
That's a great question. And honestly, some people would look at me and be like, you don't look like you're on chemo. You don't look like you have metastatic disease, right? I don't fit the face of what Hollywood portrays. But to be honest, this is a good week. I had treatment on Monday, and I can't lie. A couple days ago, I was in my bathroom not having a good moment. But, you know, what do? We pivot, we get through it, we fight the good fight. So there's good days and bad days. We deal with a lot of toxicity, like skin toxicity, neuropathy, and stuff like that. But you know, a good team of doctors and stuff, and they help mitigate those side effects. Acne, thinning of the hair, neuropathy is just kind of where it's always been, so I think it's just gonna stay that way. I used to run a lot and can't really do that as much, but you know, all in all, I am managing the side effects well compared to, you know, some. So.
And you know, I just want to say, she said I used to run a lot, and I was thinking as you were telling me this that this is our war. Like, this is us going to battle, right? Like, you are a wounded soldier actively walking into the Capitol to tell them, and that is our form of war. Would you consider that?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, cancer is a battle, and unfortunately, it's a battle that a lot of us think that we have to fight alone, and that's not the case. When you find community and you find your people, which is what we're all here for these next few days, that's what makes you get through that battle and that war, and empowers you more, enrages you to go and walk those steps and tell our elected officials that we need more. It's time now. They need to put pen to paper and make this happen before 2030.
Oh, she just brought up the fact that she has to go outside of her area code to get treatment. Can you tell us more about that? Traveling for treatment?
Yeah, absolutely. So I live in Michigan, and I get most of my primary care in Michigan, but after my recurrence, I did seek out treatment outside at Texas. I actually go to the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, and you know, they say everything's bigger and badder in Texas, and I found that to be true. Honestly, it's not a secret that some of their imagery machines are better, and you know, they were able to detect things that I was not hearing in my home state. And you know, at the end of the day, not everyone is privileged or has the means to go out of state, or quite frankly wants to. But I feel like even with my care, if I'm able to, it's a matter of, I owe that as a responsibility to the rest of the community to share what I know and to educate and empower those people, whether they do leave their zip code or not, because we all should be afforded the same when it comes to our healthcare.
Yes, and thank you so much for explaining. I know it's kind of difficult, but explaining being on a long-term chemo plan. Absolutely. Is there anything else? If you were to look at somebody newly diagnosed with colon cancer, what would you say to them?
You know, I would tell them to definitely get a second, and if not a third opinion. I think at the end of the day, no one should just settle for one. I think if anything, peace of mind, even if you hear the exact same thing twice, you will know that you are getting the best care at that moment. And then secondly, and also just as important, is to find community, find your people, whether it's one person, 10, whether it's a therapist or your pastor, just know that you're not alone in this disease, because it really makes a difference in your journey, and the fact that it's gonna help you be here longer by having that support system. Mental health is huge.
This is Cindy. She had stage 3 at 64. This is why it's so important to routinely screen for colorectal cancer once you do get to 45.
Caregiver, my name is Jen French.
And I am a survivor. My name is Jeremy. I was diagnosed at 33 years old, and I'm 40 now.
When were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed in 2018, so that was 6 years ago, a little over 6 years ago.
Are you still NED?
I am NED. I was NED, declared NED in January of 2021. Have been NED the entire time.
Heck yeah, give me a high five, my man. Tell me about your partner.
Yeah, she was diagnosed at the age of 32 and passed away at the age of 35. She had no symptoms. It was 2 weeks before that she was feeling like her stomach was hurting, and then got diagnosed with a grapefruit-sized tumor on her right ovary, and at that point it was stage 4. But she put up a relentless fight, and here we are fighting for her and all the other ones that we have lost to this incredibly stupid disease.
Kira was
32.
And you were?
33.
And those are nasty numbers, okay? To have the screening be 45 is outrageous. See how far that is from that? That's why we're going to Congress for the funding. Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, we need it.
We for sure do. If you could tell anybody who is newly diagnosed one piece of advice, what would you say to them?
You know, do your research. Make sure that you continue to fight. We are here in building a community. You're not alone. And just keep putting in the good fight. Like, that's all you can do.
My best advice would be to advocate for yourself. Don't just take the word of one doctor. Get second, third opinions and find a community. Like, I love when I found Fight CRC on Instagram. Was able to connect with some amazing people. It made me feel like I wasn't going through it by myself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%. I'm glad you guys are here.
We love you. Blood in my stool, change in bowel habits, constipation, stomach pains.
All of the above. Mine was blood in my stool, and I took a picture and showed it to the doctor and said, it's like, this is what it looks like. This is not normal. Yeah. And that's where he said, you know what, we probably should do a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
It was the picture. Yeah. He probably would have gaslit you.
As embarrassed as I was like, look, I'm going to show you this because you need to see what's going on.
You're my hero. Literally, thank you so much. We actually share a tattoo. I made her get a tattoo with me last year when we were here because I'm a bad influence. But so this is Kayla. What the hardest thing about being diagnosed with cancer and surviving it is having to lose your friends. And I don't think anybody tells you that. Did you know people are dying from colon cancer? I know this because I lost friends, but if you didn't know this, can you get with it and get a fucking colonoscopy already? If you have IBS, I need you to listen to me, okay? So if you have IBS, go get a check.